Okay, so we are at the Shelby Museum in Boulder, Colorado. This is actually the GT40 that won Le Mans 66. This is insane. There's the most complete collection of Shelby race cars here. Look at it. This is the real thing. This was the one that won all the races. And here's the other one. Holy cow. I got goosebumps. Real Cobras. They're not fake. They're the real thing. Look at the carburetor setup on here. Look, I'm assuming that's 4 carbs, like a separate barrel on each. 4 carbs with 4 lines going to it, yeah. Can you imagine trying to time that or adjust that? Holy cow. trying to adjust 4 carbs on one of these guys. Oh my God, what a nightmare. This is one of 3 Le Mans Cobras that raced. It's 63 to 66. And this one actually won. Right there. 3 first place wins. Number 99. Go. This is the Ford 427, 606 horsepower. 606 horsepower, the car weighs 2,400 pounds. Oh my God. They said this was raced in South America extensively. there were only 6 of these made. 6 coupes were made. This one won first place in its class at Le Mans, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This is amazing. I can't believe these are here. They had all these cars racing in the same years. You've got your Daytona Coupe, your Cobra, like a standard Cobra, and then you had the GT40s, and they're all racing in the same. Well, they're all racing in the same years, in different classes, and they built these to beat the Ferraris. There's a movie about it now. They had these just to compete in European stuff, and then they realized they needed more aerodynamics to compete better, and they made this guy. They made 6 of them. So pretty awesome. So number 21, this is a factory Team Cobra. They only made 5 of them. There's only 2 left. The other one has been restored. This one has not been restored. And they built them just to race in Europe. They had fender flares. And I think they lost the oil cooler scoops on the front that the other Cobras had. But they left this, it's in its race condition. It's got scratches and stuff all over it. And in the back too, you can see. This helped win the manufacturer's title over in Europe for an American team. So that's really rare. It's got a, for all you EcoBoost lovers, right? It's got an EcoBoost, 3.5 liter EcoBoost that like your regular truck has, but it puts out 600 and something horsepower. 647 horsepower out of the EcoBoost. The fins come up when it's racing. The suspension lowers. It was Ford's attempt at a supercar. Look at it. Let's see. I can't see what it doesn't tell much about it, what it did, or if it raced. But it's pretty freaking badass. Look at this thing. A 647 horsepower EcoBoost. Holy shit. I just can't believe it. the 66 Mustang Shelby. They had a 350 in it, but it's the only one with a supercharger. Yes, the only one. And it was the only one painted green. Everything else was always white, I guess. But look at this. They got a supercharger. A Paxton supercharger. Old school stuff there, huh? Wow. Doesn't say anything about power though. Only one made.
About the Mark IV's performance, but they kept a watchful eye on Shelby.
Mr. Ford had his sergeants with him, but they would come through every 2 or 3 hours, and that happened all night long.
I was in the pits before the pit stop. They turned around to dart around the other side of the car and bashed into this one guy standing there. I said, move out of the way. I went to Al Dowd, team manager. I said, can you get all these fuckers out of the pits? I said, this great big guy down there, I bashed straight into him. What's he doing standing in that pit? Turns out it was Henry Ford. Oh my God, what have I done?
So today, we came down to the Shelby Auto Museum. And I've been wanting to come here for years, had no idea what it was like. And we pull up into this little business park, and I'm like, where's the museum? And it's just a little bitty sign. And then you walk in, and you're like, goosebumps. And I can't believe the cars in there. I mean, the cars that won Le Mans and raced. I mean, it's so amazing. And so if you're ever in Boulder, Colorado, or Denver, Colorado, take the time to come find this gem of a museum. It was only $5 to get in. And we came down in our Chevy pickup truck, but I wore my Ford hat just to support Shelby there. But it's an amazing place. Anybody who loves cars or racing needs to come down here.
Yeah.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Connie?
Thank you, Siri.
Yeah, and Siri just drove us right in here. I thought she was lost. I was like, there's no way there's a car museum here. And Siri says, arrived at your destination. And I look, and there's a sign. And
Lily?
I can't believe what was in
Yeah.
there. Holy cow.
Mhm.
Everybody's got to see this who's a car auto fan, gearhead. Hope everyone enjoys this, because this is really fun making this video too. See you next time. Bye-bye.